What is going on, everyone? In today's video, I really want to do an update because there's a lot that's changed within this last year. And even as I'm going back right now and unlocking previous videos that I've made about Moldavite, and even from the very first video that I made back in 2016, it's just amazing how much I've changed, how much I've evolved. And this past year, I kind of want to update you guys on everything, that's readily important in this update to kind of catch you guys up on everything that I've kind of been going through. It's it's interesting to see how life can take you from one place to another, to experience after experience. And more than anything, it's the main thing that I've really have come to learn the most on this journey is really getting closer to God and realizing that Moldavite is just a tool that He's given us, or at least He's given me, to accomplish His will. And it's funny because when I look at my previous videos, I see how spiritual I was, about, the chakras and, energy, and, I still am, but I don't read about it anymore. I feel like I can just go straight to God for the answers now, to the point where it's like, all right, this energy that we have, this energy, anything that I need to know about energy, about my soul print, about my mind, anything, it's like, why don't I just go straight to the source and ask instead of reading about it? Because at the end of the day, God created everything, and whether you agree with it or not, I still accept, love everyone on this channel, regardless of your beliefs, regardless of what it is, because at the end of the day, it's all one. Everything's the same. God is energy. God is the spirit. I mean, we're all energy. We're all spirits here on earth. So I feel like everything is still connected. Everything has truth, and it's all intertwined together in such a way where it's like I understand and I accept people from all walks of life because it's just how it is, you know? It's but I'm not like, I don't know, like I said, I'm not like all spiritual, like in a way where it's like new age, where it's like, I don't know, just something has changed dramatically within me on that path. But I still believe that Moldavite is a great tool that can take you to higher and higher levels. The more you work with it, the more you engulf yourself with it. I mean, even just looking at this right now, I can feel the energy. And it's honestly the only like tektite, the stone, crystal, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever felt in my life that just felt so resonated to my heart, because I'm all about change. I'm all about transformation. And it's like at the core of who I am. And that's why I really resonate with this, as I'm sure a lot of you resonate with this for many different reasons. And as I take a look back at everything, and even where I'm at right now, I mean, I'm in a totally new place. I've literally gone, August, I don't know if you guys have noticed, was a crazy, crazy, crazy month. I still feel the energies, but it's funny because even just this year, I've noticed that double-digit dates don't affect me as much. It's more the energy before and the energy after that really just kind of drags long, where it's like I feel the change, I feel the transition versus a couple years ago. Every time it was a double-digit date, like 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 1, 1, 2, 2, all those double-digit dates used to affect me so much. Even the full moon used to affect me so much, and now it doesn't anymore. I become more conscious that everything has shifted. And at least personally for me now, I can feel when the energy is really changing, when thing is changing. I see it all around me. I feel it. And even if I don't see other people talking about it, I know it's happening. I know it's happening on a very, deep level that people may not even be aware of, but I still notice these changes. And I know August last month was crazy, crazy wild energy of major transformation. It's just funny how everything comes into alignment. And as I trust God, different dates are now starting to pop out into my mind that make more sense, according to how God is willing everything in my life and even in the world in general. And so I really wanted to share this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know I need to share this with the channel because I am coming back. I am different. I have I have and continue to grow. And I know that maybe some people watching this will no longer resonate with this, and at the same time, new people are going to come, as always, that will resonate now on this frequency that I'm at and what I'm talking about. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. We are on this journey, progressing and moving forward at all times. And, I got to keep progressing as well. And so by making this video, I kind of just want to share, like I said, after my last video of saying that I was going away, man, I just really went through some crazy, crazy, crazy times. I dealt with big trials and tests of, some of the biggest tests I think I've ever had to go through in my entire life. And I'm sure a lot of you can also attest to this. Of course, some of mine were very personal and had to do with family. But then, it's funny because at the beginning of this, this year, 2020, it's funny how it is 2020, we get the coronavirus, and that was, intense. Although I was very fortunate, like I said, I'm happy I walk with God. I felt like I probably got even more blessed during the coronavirus because, work just kind of, our organization basically just grew even more. Demand for food went up, and so we were busy. We started making more money. And I think what really affected me was probably not being able to go to the gyms, as I'm sure maybe some of you were like, man, where am I going to work out? And so that was kind of basically the thing that, probably the only thing that really affected me was the gyms. I wanted to find somewhere to work out. But work-wise, I felt very blessed. I had plenty of work, if not a lot more work, but we definitely, we got paid more. So that was a really big blessing in disguise. And I think it's just funny how it all happened when it did. And, I'm sure some of you people watching this that are like empaths, like people who can really sense people's energies. I think the coronavirus is probably one of the best things that's ever happened to people like us, in a way, where it's like we can sense people's energies, because I feel like the whole 6-foot rule is like really helpful, because that way I'm not really like engaged in feeling people's energies that I don't want to. I can literally have an excuse to say, get away from me, in a nice way, where I'm like, 6 feet please, like 6 feet, 6 feet, we got our masks. And it's just funny how all of this is actually helping get rid of, the common cold. Although I've never really been worried about the coronavirus, I honestly think it's just probably a more severe flu that maybe some people aren't able to handle, and people just, escalated it to such a point where you have to wear masks. But at the end of the day, I'm not even really worried about it, because I feel like the masks are actually a step to further our evolution, in the future, when maybe we do have to wear like oxygen masks made to go to another planet, right? So I'm kind of looking at it from a more positive perspective. And, if you're making some of these face masks, you probably started capitalizing on a lot of this money, because, it's not going away. People need face masks, and if you can make them really cool looking, I mean, it's a great probably business to get into. And so I like to look at it as a blessing in disguise. And, if you probably had some Moldavite throughout that time, I mean, it's just, your life has probably been on a roller coaster ride, although it always is. And it's just amazing for me to see just a lot, even just this, man, a lot has changed. And I'm trying to communicate this with you guys as best as I can, and trusting God to lead me into what he wants me to share on this channel, what he wants me to do on this channel. But I just want to let you guys know where I'm at. We went through the whole coronavirus thing. I mean, it hit and impacted the entire world. And I'm surprised the nations didn't even come together to like talk about creating a new world order, so to speak, or like just something better where we're all, connected in such a way. And then we had the whole Black Lives Matter thing happen, and You know, it shouldn't even just be Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. I think we should all be created equal, regardless, you know, of your skin color, your gender, your age, you know, whatever. Like, we should all be treated equally fair in every situation, if that makes sense. But, you know, I'm really excited about everything that's happening right now. Of course, throughout life, you go through ups and downs, and you just have to learn how to appreciate when you're going through tests, because at the end of the day, pain doesn't last forever. Eventually, things always do get better. And I'm actually kind of curious as to what 2021 brings, but, you know, right now, it is what it is, guys. I'm really just enjoying every step of the way right now. I'm starting a new phase in my life, and I'm also not technically grieving, but my soul is grieving in such a way where it's like, it's just feeling the loss of my old life. Like, I'm shedding off another layer of my past, and I'm having to deal with pain, you know, from people that I've had to let go, from who I once was. You know, before, you know, I gave my life to Christ, I was a whole different person. And sometimes that just keeps coming up and keeps coming up to, like, be released and to just be dealt with, you know. And going through that transformation, going through a whole personality shift from who I once was to who God wants me to become is a lifelong experience. You know, it doesn't end in one day. You're constantly always trying to improve and become the best version of yourself. Or at least that's how I like to see it. I want to become the best version of myself while I'm here, physically in this earth. Although I don't believe in death. I believe that one day my spirit will leave this body and go to where it needs to go to next. But yeah, I mean, here are my thoughts. It is what it is. Maybe you connect with this frequency. Maybe this will be a time to say, you know, goodbye. It's okay. I mean, we're all here on our journey to grow. And so I really just want to kind of put that out there. I'll probably be doing a few more updates just to kind of get to know each other again. You know, I feel like there's some people that I do remember that I was talking to before, but like I said, I know from personal experience, every time I go through this shift, there's people that have to go, and then there's new people that come. And so I kind of just want to put that out there, start sharing this new version of myself now, and then progressively start, you know, taking it into the direction that God wants it to go. And so, you know, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, you know, to hear it out. Maybe you got something from it that you needed from it. You know, the journey, like I said, it just, this year's already almost over. Man, it's just crazy. And so, yeah, I'll continue to keep sharing with more videos. Just everything, man. It's just, wow. That's all I can really say. I'm really mellowed out right now. I just kind of want to relax. But yeah, this is me. This is who I'm becoming right now. This is where I'm at, my frequency. And yeah, that's really all I have to share right now. But I guess with everything, you just have to take it stage by stage, step by step. And that's one thing that I've definitely had to learn this year is slowing down and realizing that it's okay. I have all the time in the world. When you recognize your own infinite power and your own godlike creation, you realize wild things. I'll definitely have to share that story with you guys sometime about how I actually came about that. But yeah, just wanted to get this out there. So hopefully you guys have a great night. I know it's dark from where I'm at. Maybe it's morning where you guys are at. But hope you guys have great dreams tonight. And as always, use this God-given tool as it shall be in your life, and it'll do its justice. So I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for my next video, as I like to make them now intuitively when I feel called to by the Spirit. And yeah, so stay tuned. Love you guys.